Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? I think my mic is on, yes. Actually, let me put it a bit closer to me. And also my phone's being weird. Sorry, I can never find the perfect angle for this. Ah! Okay, y'all. Hello, fucking you. See, now I'm turning to that side. Oh my. Sorry, I keep moving everywhere. Shit. Oh. Okay. Before I read chat, let me just adjust my fucking body. As always. Okay. There we go. Hello, my name is Tamashii, and all I gotta say is Tama Days. I'm a grumpy Latina VTuber who lives in Japan. And I try to stream 5 times a week. I try. At least I try. And on one of those days, I do political commentary called TamaTalks, where I speak on social issues that matter to me. That's right. So on Twitch and YouTube, there is a pin advising people to be respectful. I know that the popularity... the people who like talking about politics in the VTuber sphere aren't necessarily some people that I agree with. So let's be professional here and respectful, okay? If you can't be respectful, then you might get timed out or banned, okay? Depending on my mood. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Let me just warm up a bit though, and my phone keeps falling again. Sorry, y'all. My phone's... I hate my phone so much. Where even is my... Koreka. Hi. Yosha. So, let's see. Hello, Careless. How are you? NTJ03 from my YouTube chat says, yeah, dude, shouldn't have been shot. That's being said, he was obviously an aggressor who supposedly was tweeting or whatnot about killing ICE agents. I'm so sorry, but I also tweeted about killing ICE agents. If that deserves me being dead, then, well, I might as well not be an American, because that is protected by my constitutional rights. So, and there was no way that those people would have known about those tweets anyway, so that argument is kinda invalid. So, supposedly though, you put on there supposedly, so I don't even know if it's true or not. But don't worry about it, we're gonna be analyzing a lot of stuff. Actually, before I do that, the images that we're going to see are pretty disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warning. If you do not like seeing violence and such, of course I don't. But if you're super sensitive, just please, viewer discretion is very, very advised. Okay, y'all. Also, I might need to censor some things. So I'm going to just actually bring out an image, already existing image. Here we go. Might overtake my screen though. Boop. I'm just gonna use the thumbnail. This will be the censor for us, just in case. I feel like the initial video that was being spread around didn't show any blood, but the other angles showed pretty clearly of, you know, him being violently killed, and I don't want to show that, and I'm pretty sure that goes against TOS. So I will be censoring those graphic parts. Just preparing here. I totally forgot to add an image to censor with, but I'll just use my thumbnail to censor that. Okay, Yosha. So, well, last week we were talking about, you know, Renee Good and we analyzed a video that was released by the New York Times, where they literally showed frame by frame on what happened, how her killing was unjustified, and basically how the government was lying, that she was being violent and was going to run over an ICE agent. That was easily disproven. If you guys want to watch that, go to my YouTube VODs.
Nerlina just followed.
Thank you for following, Nerlina. Gracias, gracias. Should I do my intro again? Hello, my name is Tamashii, and all I gotta say is Tama Days. I am a grumpy Latina VTuber who lives in Japan. I try to stream 5 times a week, and on one of those days, I do political commentary called TamaTalks. Please read the pinned and be respectful. Thank you for the love, Nerlina. And I'm pretty sure I saw you on Twitter too. I think we followed each other on Twitter. Chat, I made a tweet and I did my best to inform the people in my replies with stuff that I know. But I have a job as well, so a lot of the shit that has been said there, I don't even know, okay? I didn't even expect that tweet to go hard, so. But I'm glad that a lot of people agreed with me. I've been having this issue with a bunch of VTubers going, not to be political, but inserts political viewpoints. And I'm like, is there a need to insert that? You might as well shut up. Listen, I'm political. And listen, I'm not popular. I don't need people shitting on things that I've been doing for a long ass time, okay, y'all? Anyway. Thank you for the follow. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. Nerlina? Come Lovely to be here. W employment. Let's go. True. Guys, get a job. That's how I'm joking, by the way. No, I'm not joking. Get a job. It'll make you more normal. Yes to the first time is right. So yeah, yeah, if you guys are interested in watching the frame by frame analysis from the New York Times, the VOD is available on my YouTube. Very informative. I'm really disappointed that Twitter ended up just nuking the VOD on Twitter. By the way, chat, do not pay for Twitter Blue. It's not worth it unless you're streaming. When I found out that the flotilla boats, people were being kidnapped from the flotilla, Global Summit flotilla boats heading to Palestine to provide aid, I decided, you know what, I might as well also stream on Twitter since a bunch of people know Palestine stuff through Twitter. I at least want to stream TamaTalks on Twitter, so that's the only reason why I'm paying for it, chat, okay? But honestly, it's not worth it because the last TamaTalks was so informative. So much people were engaging with what I was saying as well, and it got nuked. So I really recommend everyone to go on my YouTube, like, subscribe, and check out the last TamaTalks. Today, unfortunately, chat, I did not expect this to happen in even worse way than what happened to Renee Good. And I shouldn't even be comparing the two or even saying that, but chat, another innocent civilian, American civilian, that shouldn't matter, by the way, because this always happens to immigrants, both legal and illegal. But another innocent civilian has been executed by ICE agents, and you and me are going to analyze that. I'm actually pretty happy that while I was collecting my sources today, I noticed that ABC News did a quick analysis debunking everything that the DHS has been claiming that happened online. And talking about the DHS, well, let's see their perspective on things, chat. DHS is a Department of Homeland Security. Of course, you guys need to see what they're saying, and it's only fair that we get to know things from quote-unquote their side, right? So, let's take a look at that. Let me get rid of my TamaTalks logo. Boop. And then let me turn this on. Boop. Okay, here's the tweet from Homeland Security, the official account. Well, let's get into it, chat. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Okay, so let me zoom in here so you guys can see. I'm gonna read this out loud for y'all. So this is what Homeland Security is claiming. Okay, let's see what they fucking gotta fucking say. So it says at 9:05 a.m. CT, as DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien, okay, wanted for violent assault. They gotta show evidence of that, by the way, because they claim everyone is that. And it's not like they do their due diligence either when they're looking for these like crazy violent illegal immigrants. They don't. They just look at someone who's Mexican or who looks like an immigrant and they just like attack them, kidnap them, okay? So they don't even do their due diligence on that. So I really would have expected them to show evidence of this supposed illegal alien wanted for violent assault, but whatever. An individual approached the U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, seen here. And by seen here, they show this picture right here, okay? Seen here, okay? Let's go back up. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming, okay? So this person apparently was trying to kill the ICE agents, and it was a struggle. Fearing for his life. Oh, chat. Poor guy. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers. Not civilians, by the way. Not civilians, not for the safety of the civilians, by the way, of the officers, the ones with vests and armor and what else? And weapons, okay? An agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid to the subject, but was pronounced dead at the scene. Oh my god, this is... Sorry, chat, you'll see why I'm like being so skeptical right now. The suspect also had 2 magazines and no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. About 200 rioters arrived at the scene. Okay, dude. And began to obstruct and assault law enforcement on the scene. Crowd control measures were deployed for the safety of the public and law enforcement. This situation is evolving and more information is forthcoming. Okay, so supposedly this is the gun that this individual had. Basically, TLDR, they're claiming that this person randomly decided to attack the officers. He pointed the gun at them and said, "I'm gonna kill you." And all the officers trying to protect the ICE agents around them, not the civilians, by the way, but the beautiful ICE agents, decided that they had to kill this man no matter what. Okay? Okay. So, this is what they're claiming. This is what the DHS is saying. This is the official account. We read their side of the story. The next thing we're gonna do, chat, you and me, we're gonna go and watch the video for our fucking selves and analyze it, okay? We're gonna watch the first video that began circulating online, okay? The videos that became viral, we're gonna look at that video first, okay? And in that video, I mean, it's graphic, but it isn't as graphic. There's no blood showing. It doesn't go against TOS, in my opinion, and of other streamers who've shown this particular video, so I won't be censoring it. The other angles, though, I will have to censor it. So let me just read chat before we get started on that. Yosha. Whoever runs these accounts are absolute jokes. OMG, the way your model peeks in is so cute. Yes. Well, no. I am cool, Nerlina. I was going for a more cooler look. Hey, just wanted to pop in and say thank you for being vocal about your protest to this administration. It's hard to see so many people choosing to remain silent when silence benefits no one but the chuds that assert their ownership of the online space and spin the narrative at every corner to support fascism. What you are doing is important. Thank you so much. Watsaku. Ba-ba-ba-bam. I'm like really bad at pronouncing these names. I'm so sorry. Watsaku. Thank you for dropping by. First time chatter. And thank you for the words of support. I really need it right now because a lot of people shit on me for talking about this. And that's not gonna stop me. Of course. But it's really nice to be appreciated, okay? The evidence. Thank you, Careless Writer. We have to look at the evidence. Nerlina, Watsaku, and Careless, thank you for the comments. Hello, Scorpio, in my YouTube chat. Hey, Tama. Hello, Scorpio. Scorpio, let me just tell you, it's gonna get rough. It's gonna get rough. We just finished reading Homeland Security's point of view, POV. They say there's this guy was just trying to kill them with a gun, and they had no choice but to kill him. Now, we're going to analyze the evidence with our own eyes, okay, chat? We're gonna analyze evidence with our own fucking eyes and decide if these guys are lying or not, and if this man had to die. That's all, you know? To put it plainly, did this guy deserve to fucking die? So let me pull out my sources here. And actually, let me turn off the music so you guys don't have to hear my playlist. Okay, give me a sec here, chat. It's paused, right? Okay. So this is from the Middle East Eye. Really good source. News source, by the way. And, well, let me just read what they had to say, shall we? Minneapolis police chief told CNN that a man has died after being shot at close range by ICE agents in South Minneapolis on Nicollet Avenue. Video footage obtained by the outlet BT shows several officers restraining the man on the ground before one officer draws a gun and fires. So again, this is the first video that started circulating around the internet, okay? You guys tell me what you feel, okay? I'm not gonna like throw any quote unquote propaganda, right? Sorry, that's my phone. Propaganda, chat. People are gonna claim that I'm just throwing my own narrative. I'm gonna let you guys watch this for yourselves, okay? I wonder if I can make this more. There we go. Yaba. Let's do this. This looks better. Yosha. Ika. Ikana. Okay, I'll adjust as we watch. Oh my god, chat. Okay. Middle East Eye.
They doing too much, man.
Okay, so these are the witnesses. This was done near a donut shop, by the way, chat, just to give a bit more perspective. And the people, I don't know if they were in the donut shop, but there's people inside these businesses recording from far away. And you can even hear the guy being concerned. He's like, they're doing too much. What's going on here? Like, legit, what is going on? And so we're going to see what's going on. And you guys just tell me. Again, viewer discretion is advised. Tell me if you guys can hear the audio, by the way. Or actually, I can look from here. Oh, and I should zoom in for y'all. I should zoom in. My bad. Yosha. Here we go. Let's start.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know?
Holy shit! What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Okay. 39 seconds, chat. Tell me how you feel. And I'm showing you the first video that went viral here. So before that, after that, we're gonna watch other angles. There's no blood being shown here. But obviously this isn't even the full video or / context. So it is a bit difficult to make an assumption. But if I may, I'd like to say that there's clearly someone is clearly overpowered here. The other angles are important, yes. So I just want you to think about it. By the way. How many shots were fired? That was way too many shots to aim at someone who was already overpowered by 8 guys? 8 fucking guys? Is a bit too much in my opinion. Even if he was supposedly aiming his gun at them. Clearly he wasn't armed if he's on the floor being jumped by 8 ICE agents. I bet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in frame here. But let's go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy, is this a guy or another witness? At least 5 agents. That's a shit ton of people. I believe that person, that lady with the pink jacket, is a witness. She's obviously holding a phone and recording what's going on, right? So let's play this again. He's on the floor. He's on the floor resisting. They're punching him.
Holy shit!
1, 2, 3.
What the fuck?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Did they fuck?
Okay, so they shot him 5 times, around 5 times at first. They even fucking paused and shot him another 4 times. That doesn't look good to me. Okay? No matter what. The point of being supposed law enforcement is to protect people as much as possible and not cause as much casualties as much as possible. Bro was already overpowered, and by the time he was done for, the officer paused and shot him another 4 to 5 times. You can see in the video, you can hear it. And for me, when I first saw this, I'm like, well, how many fucking times did they shoot the guy? What the fuck? That's a bit too fucking much, in my fucking opinion. And these guys aren't even cops, chat. They're not even cops, okay? ICE agents are not cops and do not hold authority like cops do. It's so brutal. Nerlina says, it's so brutal. What makes it an execution is that he was overpowered, outnumbered, and you can see they disarmed him. Careless writer writes, threat? Already on the ground with a shot in them, and another decides to make sure he stays down with so many shots. Nerlina says, punching and kicking him was so unnecessary, literally jumping him. It's police brutality in broad daylight. And we recognize police brutality here, of course. But what sucks the most about this is that ICE agents do not have power nor authority as much as an actual police officer has. So these guys are just acting with like no power, by the way. No legal power. They're supposed to be at the border, Border Patrol, DHS, Homeland Security. They have no power. They're just fucking, they're pretending they're cops. They're cosplaying as cops just because they have a gun and they deport illegal immigrants. This shit has been done to many illegal immigrants for a while. Let me fucking turn off the notifs on this fucking phone. I apologize. Why do you think, you know, even though I'm a fucking American citizen, this shit has been terrorizing me, my friends, my family, people I know, people that look like me since I was born. I had the talk, chat. I had the talk as a child. And by the talk, it's like, you know how black people have to talk to their children about police and how to act and not to act? Because if they act a certain way, they might be fucking killed in broad daylight by police officers and law enforcement. Well, I had that talk, but concerning ICE agents. They're gonna be like, it doesn't matter if we're American or not, as long as we look fucking Mexican and someone decides to just stop us for no reason, and even if we show them evidence, even if I show them I'm a goddamn American citizen, they might decide to brutalize me. That's the reality that brown and black people have lived with. So the fact that now they're killing white people now is insane to a lot of people, because that's how you know guaranteed that these white people are American citizens, or at least have more rights than the preferred, than the like non-preferred immigrants that live in the US. So they're literally just thugs in a uniform. They have no power, bruh. So we watched this main video that has been passed around on the internet. So I'm going to have to censor this different angle. Okay, yes, I need to mention this. Remember that woman in pink that I mentioned earlier? Where is she? There she is. That lady right there, chat. That's the woman in pink. After this happened, a lot of people were saying, where is the POV of the woman in pink? We need that POV because that's going to answer a lot of fucking questions. And the Drop News website or Drop News account on Twitter obtained that POV, and we're going to watch that POV right now. So this is the pink lady's angle, the woman in pink. Now, give me a second though. This is gonna be so hard to fucking censor. So this is from Ryan Grimm. He is a reporter at Dropsite News. I should follow him. Dropsite News is very graphic, chat. Let me just tell you before you guys decide to follow them on Twitter. They will show you stuff just raw, like pure gore, but it's like literally one of the most trusted news sources that I use to analyze anything and get my news from. So, Dropsite obtained harrowing footage of the latest killing, which appears to be from the perspective of the woman in pink, filming from the sidewalk. So, we're gonna see from her perspective. I hope it doesn't pause, but here is this. I'm going to minimize this a little bit, and then I'll bring it to the most graphic part, and censor that way, okay? Yosha. Okay, I'm ready. So that's him right there. He's waving to the cars to move. He's right there. He says, don't push her. And so they shove a woman. Alex tries to help her up. He gets sprayed by pepper spray. So does the woman that was pushed down. Then the officers grab him, pin him down on the floor.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
And yeah.
The fuck did you just do? What the fuck did you just do? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! 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 The fuck did you just do? The fuck did you just do? Ah! Yes! Liz, somebody call the ambulance! Somebody call the ambulance! Somebody needs to call the ambulance! Somebody call 911! I can't believe they just did that! Holy shit! Holy shit! Just come on! Come on!
And so one of the officers is trying to perform CPR on his
killing us! Why
body.
would you do that? Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe I'm seeing this! I can't believe I'm seeing this! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come here! Come on! Come here! It is.
Drops that news right there. So that was a hard watch. So, chat. What he had in his hand was not a gun. It was a fucking phone. And the reason why he was being, I don't know, what the DHS calls as violent, he was just trying to protect a woman that was shoved on the ground by the ICE agents and pepper sprayed. And just because he was trying to help a woman, they dragged him to the floor, beat him up, and then shot him 5 times, waited a bit, saw that he was already dead, shot him another like 4 to 5 times. And I know I had to censor it, but I think we saw enough. Yeah, I think we saw enough. Zoom in. It's just, if I zoom in, I risk showing too much. Normally, I would have zoomed in, but honestly, by the end of the stream, we'll be able to see this more clearly, so don't worry. Lord have mercy. Damn, it was a phone. It was a phone. It was. He had a phone in hand before going down. And you can see that in the beginning of the video, while he was waving the cars to move. He was literally holding a phone. So, I don't think it'd be far-fetched to say that the DHS is lying about what happened. Now, who did they kill, chat, is the question, because that is also important. Who did they kill? Well, let's get to know this person. So, this is Mercado Media. Breaking news, current events, live streams, personal account, blah, blah, blah. So, this is one of the accounts that identified the person that was killed. Let me turn on the music just for a bit for y'all, so it won't be too quiet. But update. Man killed by federal agents identified as Alex Jeffrey Pretty. The man fatally shot by federal officers Friday morning in South Minneapolis has been identified as Alex Jeffrey Pretty, 36, what the fuck? 37, according to sources familiar with the investigation. At a news conference, Brian O'Hara said Pretty had no serious criminal history, with records showing only minor parking violations. Authorities said he was a lawful gun owner with a permit. State records indicate Pretty attended the University of Minnesota and was issued a nursing license in 2021. That remains active through March 2026. The incident remains under investigation, while video shows he was disarmed before being shot to death. So he did have a gun, chat. That was true. But look at this. Plain sight. This picture, chat. Okay, somehow it got smaller when I pressed on it, but plain sight right here. He's holding a phone, looking straight at the ICE agent while trying to defend a woman that was pushed to the ground, okay? Right there. It's kind of hard to be holding a gun with one hand, aiming and shooting at people with one hand. Clearly, one of the hands has a phone. Had a gun, true, but importantly, he was a legal gun owner, and that's the thing. He had a permit, and it's chat, it's legal to carry. It's legal to carry. I mean, of course, there's certain buildings that don't let you bring a gun to work, just like they don't let you have a cigarette in buildings. But he was outside. He wasn't breaking any law. Legally speaking, he had every right to have a gun on his holster. He had a fucking permit. He didn't break any law. So let's learn more about this guy. This person, his name is Alex. Now, Hassan says, 37-year-old Alex Pretty was a registered nurse that worked at the VA. He was killed trying to protect Minnesotans. We are letting the worst Americans kill the best Americans. And the reason why he's saying that is, well, first of all, Hassan is literally in Minnesota. Well, during this time, he was in Minnesota. He wasn't that far away from where this happened. He was out there protesting along with the people about, you know, ending ICE violence. But this is why he said that. This guy right here, Stephen Miller, just called Alex Pretty a domestic terrorist, chat, who wanted to massacre law enforcement. You and me saw the video. He wanted to protect a woman from being massacred by an ICE agent. Alex Pretty was a 37-year-old American, legal gun owner, permit to carry, no criminal record. He's dead. He can't speak. So they're writing the story for him. This is what it looks like when the government gets to label you after they kill you. After they fucking kill you. What's going on here? Well, you know what's going on, chat. Now, this is a clear angle of Alex holding a phone. Right here, let me turn off this music, woman. This angle right here, this is a car passing by before the incident happened. And this is where we get the clear picture of him holding the phone. Let's see if I can get more closer here because it doesn't show any blood. So I'm gonna be playing this. These are just people passing by in their car. It's really loud. Actually, you're right. I forgot that I can actually zoom in, like, through my program. My bad, y'all. Here you go.
Yeah, unroll your windows. No, you're just right inside. I'd go.
So I didn't aim right. Let's go here.
I'd go around.
One hand has a phone, the other one is empty. One hand has a phone, the other one is empty. You guys saw it, I saw it, we all saw it. Okay? The evidence speaks for itself, chat. It really does. Can you pause for us to see it in his hand? Yeah, sure. For sure. Oh, we can get his number. NS919. Okay. So here he's getting pushed. You can kind of see it right here. Out of frame here. Yeah. There he's holding the phone again. He's facing the officer. Holding the phone right there. The other hand is clearly down. Right there, chap. Right fucking there. Clear as day. Now, as you can see here, he's confronting the guy. You know what? I didn't even realize. Will they be able to get the footage on Alex's phone? Did they confiscate that? I didn't even think, chat, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Those motherfuckers probably took his phone as well. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, look, right there. Right there, that's even clearer. His other hand is down, and his phone is in his hand. Oh my god. You can see his hand right there. Right there. This frame right here, all fingers out. Right there. Right there. You see this? You see this shit right here? No harm at all.
I'd go around.
And they passed by, chat. They didn't even, I don't know if they witnessed it, but they passed by. They probably didn't. Shit. Okay, so we've confirmed. One hand had a phone. I just pointed out the other hand through a specific frame was empty. Few minutes, probably even seconds before he was killed. So we saw that, you witnessed it. This is the clearest angle of Alex only holding a phone. More damning evidence. So another angle showing Alex Pretty never pulled a gun. Oh, I don't even know if I can watch this, chat. I don't know if we can watch this. It might be. I'll do my best. I'll do my best, chat. I've been wondering that the whole time. I didn't even think about it until now, honestly. I'm gonna make this slightly bigger. This angle seems to be bigger as well, so. Okay, he says, don't fucking touch her. No, I probably showed this for a reason in my sources. I didn't put Tama censor, so let's see what happens, chat. Okay. They pepper spray him. He's trying to help her get up. They're not letting him. Wow, why is my internet being shit right now? They jump him. One of the officers appear to take a gun away, by the way. Right there, you see that? They suddenly take a gun away and run away with it. Right there again. So it appears that they removed the gun from his holster. Okay, so we didn't really see anything. Therefore, I think I should zoom in then. Okay, chat. I'm gonna zoom in. Viewer discretion is advised. This doesn't break TOS. There's no blood. Right there, he runs away with the gun. He's within the crowd, gets the gun, runs away. Okay, so let me zoom out of that. And let me just pause the video. So, yeah, this is by pamphlets. I don't know how trustworthy they are, honestly. 70% politically correct. I don't know. I don't know if they're like an actual news source. But this shows someone going there, retrieving a gun, and then running away. Now we're gonna watch an actual censored version of this. This is like really new. This came out yesterday. This is from ABC. Okay. ABC analysis of what happened. Very short, about 2 to 3 minutes. But even they agreed. Okay, and this is one of the first times where a news outlet, actually like a famous news outlet that you see on TV in America, where they actually tried to do their due diligence and figure out what's going on and make a claim that, you know, obviously what we're being told isn't the truth. If you slow it down a lot, then you can see the gun being brought away is actually fired, I believe. You can see the gun being brought away is actually fired. What do you mean it's actually fired? But let's see what this says. Verified video evidence by ABC News shows Alex Pretty was recording, not attacking officers before being pepper sprayed and pinned. Oh wait, I mean officers before. Okay. Moments later, 10 shots were fired. Oh my god, I counted right? I kept saying 5 to 4 more times. I didn't think they actually... Oh, fuck. Moments later, 10 shots were fired in under 5 seconds. That's 2 bullets per second. Are you kidding me? According to forensic audio analysis by Robert Maher, we cannot allow sanitized statements to replace the truth. When the video tells a different story than the official account, we must ask why. Okay? Wow. 10 times, chat. Fucking hell. Okay, let's zoom in a bit here. I hate this thing on top. I guess we'll have to deal with this. Let me put that away. Okay, chat, let's zoom in and see what ABC News has to say.
Them and then went frame by frame, and we have now a fuller picture of what occurred over just minutes when an initially non-violent encounter turned deadly and became yet another flashpoint in the nation's vigorous debate over immigration enforcement, the use of lethal force, and accountability.
At least 3 minutes before Alex Preddy was shot and killed, he is seen at 8:58 a.m. Saturday holding his phone at a distance from immigration enforcement officers in an apparent attempt to record a nearby arrest. An eyewitness captured this video of Preddy filming the arrest. At no point does he appear to display a weapon. A minute later, Preddy appears to be using his phone to record 2 bystanders interacting with a federal officer before that officer is seen shoving one of them across the street.
Do not push them into the traffic!
Another camera angle shows the officer shove one of those individuals into Preddy. You can see the two holding on to each other. The confrontation escalates. Both of Preddy's hands are visible. One holds the phone, the other he held up seemingly to protect himself from pepper spray.
Whoa!
Preddy is seen being pepper sprayed. 3 officers grapple with him until he's taken down and held on the frozen pavement. Another group of officers then surrounds him. At 9:01, the federal officer in a gray jacket emerges from the scrum with a gun that appears to match the one Preddy had a permit to carry. Almost simultaneously, the first shot is fired. Officers step back. Within 5 seconds, 9 more shots, and soon after, the officer is heard.
I got the
Preddy
gun,
died
I
at
got
the
the
scene.
gun. Yeah. They're lying, chat. And this is from ABC News, okay? There's no going back from that. They can't hide from this shit
We took
anymore.
multiple videos.
When ABC does it, your whole narrative is just destroyed. Like, they're fucking lying. They lied, and now national television is calling them out on it, you know? Ay, ay, ay. Fucking hell. There was someone in the car, apparently. God, there's so many angles here. And this is why you should always have your phone shut. And if you think something's fucking weird, well, you know, pull out your phone and try to... Man, fuck, should we have 2 phones? So one for recording and one for calling 911? Like, are you... At this case, yeah, because, like, these fuckers will say anything, even when there's clear evidence right there in front of your face. They'll say anything to make you be the bad guy. And you need something to defend yourself. Once you record something on a phone, it's in there forever. The FBI can just hack into it, and, you know, we'll get whatever video evidence is in there. So whatever Alex recorded, well, I'm pretty sure that stuff can get extracted easily. I just wonder if the officers destroyed the evidence or not. But even if they did, like, fucking hell, apparently there was someone in the car, chat. Even they recorded it. That's how... it's so clear, chat, that Alex wasn't being violent. He was trying to protect someone from being abused by an ICE agent. Okay, it's clear as day. It's not, no one can deny it, and anyone who does is just lying, straight up lying. So this is a statement from, again, Alex was a nurse that worked at the VN. I think that's where veterans, when they're in the ICU, veterans go to during their medical emergencies or their final moments. This person is a doctor, and Alex was one of their research assistants, and this is their statement. Asma Shaukat says, one of my former research assistants was killed by ICE in Minneapolis today. Alex was the kindest, sweetest human and an ICU nurse with a bright future ahead of him. May his soul rest in peace and the senseless carnage stop. And that's a picture of him. It's even worse, chat. This guy saved lives, by the way. Took care of people while they were sick. And yet, because he cared too much, because he decided to care for people like me, people who are abused by ICE, black and brown people, because he decided to care that much, especially to the woman in front of him that was being shoved around and pushed around and pepper sprayed. He cared so much, chat, that they put 10 bullets in him. Can you believe that? I can believe it, but it doesn't mean that I condone it. And a lot of people are condoning this, unfortunately. They're either condoning it by, you know, being assholes and lying and just trying to enhance their right-wing agenda, but they're also condoning it by staying quiet and ignoring it. Again, this person didn't have to die, just like Renee Good didn't have to die. All of these deaths were preventable, but no one spoke out for the longest time in a way that mattered. You know, like right now, there's a shit ton of protesters around the States. Heck, even in Japan, my coworkers know about it here. It took two white people to die for people to care. They didn't need to die. They didn't. But this is what happens when you don't care for immigrants, for illegal immigrants, for anyone that's a fucking human. Where's the autopsy report? And that's the thing. I haven't found anything yet concerning an autopsy report, but I'm pretty sure in the coming days they're going to release it anytime soon, and we're gonna see that he obviously died from, I don't even know, chat, like, they shot him point blank. That's how fucked up it was. 10 times. They even took a pause in the middle, composed themselves, and shot him another 5 times. There's no way he would have survived that. I think he died the moment. If they shot him in the head, chat, I think he was just dead at that point. But here's more. Here's a statement from his little sister. And this is from Republicans Against Trump. Pro-democracy conservatives, Republicans fighting Trump, and Trumpism. So, you can be a Republican and hate Trump. It's not that hard of a concept. Although, I don't know about other stuff that we might disagree on. But at least in this case, we agree that Alex did not deserve to be killed that way. So this is a statement from his younger sister. Michaela Preddy says, Alex was kind, generous, and had a way of lighting up every room he walked into. He was incredibly intelligent and deeply passionate, and he made people feel safe. But most importantly, he was my brother. I had the privilege of being his little sister for 32 years. I will never be able to hug him, laugh with him, or cry to him again because of those thugs. And that is a pain no words can fully capture. Alex always wanted to make a difference in this world, and it's devastating that he won't be here to witness the impact he was making. Through his work at the VA caring for the sickest patients and passion to advance cancer research, he touched more lives than he probably ever realized. All Alex ever wanted was to help someone, anyone. Even in his last moments on this earth, he was simply trying to do just that. I want to thank everyone who has reached out to my family and me, whether you knew Alex personally or not. The messages, posts, and overwhelming positivity shared about him truly reflect his character, work ethic, and passions. My brother is and will always be my hero. When does this end? How many more innocent lives must be lost before we say anything? Hearing disgusting lies spread about my brother is absolutely gut-wrenching, and my family is deeply grateful so many people have stood up and helped tell his truth. He would be very proud. And this is him as, wearing his work uniform as a nurse. He's in scrubs. Thank you, Nerlina, for the lurk. That's a hard read, chat. In TamaTalks, I've read many people's last words, their wills, and it's just sad that I have to read a family member mourning her big brother's death as well. But out of respect, I feel like we gotta humanize them, because what the Trump administration and everyone who follows that fucking guy, and the Democrats that do nothing about it, who actually end up voting to fund ICE and are just waiting for it to pass through the Senate. Those people are demonizing this man by spreading lies or just not doing anything at all. So we gotta humanize him. We really do. This is a statement from Alex's family. And I think, honestly, this is a hard episode for me, TamaTalks episode for me to get through, because it's so graphic, it's so violent, and how easily disprovable all of the lies being spread right now. It's just so disappointing how someone who actually did their part in the American system to help others, not only as a nurse, but by protesting, by participating in their civic duty to fight against their fascist government. He went above and beyond. It's just not fair. So, I think I'm gonna end it early tonight, because I just don't wanna get too emotional. I've gotten emotional before, but This one hurts a lot because I could see it coming, and you know, I'm scared for the future in the States. So, oh my bad, here's a statement from his family. A statement from the family of Alex Pretty obtained by CNN. It says right here, "We are heartbroken but also very angry. Alex was a kind-hearted soul who cared deeply for his family and friends, and also the American veterans whom he cared for as an ICU nurse at the Minneapolis VA hospital. Alex wanted to make a difference in this world. Unfortunately, he will not be with us to see his impact. I do not throw around the hero term lightly. However, his last thought and act was to protect a woman. The sickening lies told about our son by the administration are reprehensible and disgusting. Alex is clearly not holding a gun when attacked by Trump's murdering and cowardly ICE thugs. He has his phone in his right hand, and his empty left hand is raised above his head while trying to protect the woman ICE just pushed down, all while being pepper sprayed. Please get the truth out about our son. He was a good man. Thank you." I forgot to mention this specific statement here, and I want to end the stream with this statement by Mac Randolph. Mac Randolph says, let me zoom in here so you guys can see. Mac says, "Rest in peace, Alex Pretty. He was my dad's ICU nurse. He read my dad's final salute at the VA after he passed away. Never wanted to share this video, but his speech is very on point. Also, my father's final words to me was, 'Continue to fight the good fight.' He would be honored in Alex's sacrifice and ashamed of this current administration. In my dad's words, I encourage you all to continue to fight the good fight." So this is the son of one of Alex's patients that he took care of. He was this person's ICU nurse, and he read his father's final words and final salutes. And so he shared the video of Alex reading that, because whatever he read, and we're gonna hear it soon, really reflects what's going on today. And I want you guys to remember Alex, or who he really was someone who just wanted to help other people. So this is Alex Pretty honoring a deceased veteran at the VA. So let me zoom in.
Terrence Lee Randolph, March 30th, 1947, December 10th, 2024. Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember our brothers and sisters who have served so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom. So in this moment, we remember and give thanks for their dedication and selfless service to our nation in the cause of our freedom. In this solemn hour, we render them our honor and our gratitude.
He helped people mourn, chat. That's intense. I don't know. That's intense. And so that was Alex Jeffrey Pretty, someone who just wanted to help. And because of that, he was shot 10 times. So this has been TamaTalks. Thank you for those who decided to care enough to join and to comment and to lurk. I will have to end it early, 30 minutes early, so it's not that much difference. I'm gonna go rest now. I hope that you guys can speak out, boycott, and fight for what's right. Do not let this discourage you, because the only reason why this is happening is because many people decided to stay silent. Don't stay silent. Boycott. Ask your governments to do better, to change. Keep them accountable. Organize with other people who think the same as you. And stay safe, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Silent Hill. And, yeah. Speak out, man. And don't believe the lies that people tell you. Because a lot of them are easily disprovable. Okay? So, I'll see you later, guys. Good night, okay? Bye-bye.
りかな君の最後の言葉愛してるから今は会えないよ愛してるから今は会えないよ愛してるから愛してるから愛してるから愛してるからきっとまた手をつなげるようにずっと二人未来歩けるように今だけだから今だけだから今だけだから愛してるから愛してるから今は会えないよ愛してるから今は会えないよ今だけだから今だけだ